What if I told you Claude Code, the #1 AI coding tool in the entire world right now, does not have to cost you a single dollar? Not $30, not $60, zero. You are not losing any of the good stuff. The agentic framework still works, the workflows still run, and you do not need to be a coder to pull this off. I am going to show you exactly how to set this up today. And if you have been sleeping on Claude Code, stick around because what is happening with this tool right now is something you do not want to miss. Hey there. So if you're new here, this is Manny's AI avatar. While the real Manny is busy helping businesses build systems, automate their marketing, and actually turn AI into revenue, I'm here dropping the latest AI hacks, tools, and money-making strategies. Manny reads every single comment on these videos, so make sure you comment below. And hey, if you're serious about actually turning AI into income, grab the 14 Days to Freedom Challenge. The link's in the description. All right, now let's get into it. So here is something wild. Claude Code went from zero to the #1 AI coding tool on the planet in less than 8 months. It hit massive adoption almost overnight. Developers love it more than tools like GitHub Copilot and Cursor combined. And it is quickly becoming one of the most used AI tools among small business owners and solo operators. Now here is the problem. Most people look at Claude Code and immediately think it is only for developers. Or they see the price tag, $100 to $200 a month for heavy use.
Claude Code, $200 a month? That's steep. Yep, no thanks. Off it goes. Better save my kibble for something else.
And they close the laptop and move on to something else that is a mistake. Actually has way more to do with making money and building businesses than most people realize. And today I am going to show you how to get the whole thing running for free. Let me break this down in plain English. Claude Code is an agentic coding tool. That means it does not just answer questions. In the past, you either hired a developer, thousands of dollars, or learned to code yourself, which takes years. Now, you type what you want, and Claude Code builds it. The people catching on to this early are the ones who are going to have a serious edge. So when I tell you that you do not need to be a developer to benefit from Claude Code, I mean that from real experience. So the #1 thing stopping people from using Claude Code is the cost. And that is actually a totally solvable problem that most people do not know about. Here is the key insight. Claude Code is basically a shell, a framework for running AI agents. The model powering it is separate. So if you swap out the default model and point Claude Code at a different AI provider, the whole framework still works. Same agentic loops, same workflows, same results, just a different engine under the hood. The tool that makes this possible is called OpenRouter. It is a single gateway to hundreds of different AI models, and many of those models are completely free. You are not hacking anything. You are not breaking any rules. Let me walk you through how this works at a high level. Step 1, go to OpenRouter and sign up for a free account. No credit card required. Generate a free API key. Step 2, install Claude Code. It is a one-time setup. Hey, for Claude Code, just point it to OpenRouter instead of the default. Add your API key and choose a free model. That is it. Now, every time you run Claude Code, it routes through OpenRouter and uses free AI models instead of charging you. Now, and this is important, there are some trade-offs. Free models have rate limits. That means sometimes you may need to wait a moment between requests. But here is what surprises most people. For a huge percentage of real-world tasks, the free models perform extremely well, all without paying. OpenRouter gives you access to multiple free models rotating through the platform. Some are strong for coding, some are strong for reasoning, some are fast for everyday tasks. We are talking about building automations, writing outreach, creating landing pages, running workflows. There is even an option that automatically selects the best free model available at the moment. That is the easiest place to start. For simple background work, use a fast free model. For more complex reasoning, use a slightly stronger one, sometimes for just a fraction of a cent. This is called smart model routing, and it is how you get the most power for the lowest cost. Now, if you have been watching this and thinking, okay, this makes sense, how do I actually turn this into money? That is exactly why Manny created the 14 Days to Freedom Challenge. This is not theory. and it is not surface level. It's a step-by-step breakdown of how people are using simple AI workflows right now to create real income streams. Inside, you will see the exact types of AI services businesses are already paying for. Simple workflows you can set up without technical skills. How to find businesses that are already behind on AI and actively looking for help. In other words, this shows you how to go from watching videos to actually getting paid. Now, here is something I want to call out. Most people who discover they can use Claude Code for free make one big mistake. They treat it like a chatbot. They ask it questions. That is not what it is built for. Claude Code is built for multi-step workflows. The real value comes from chaining tasks together and letting the AI run the entire process. Tired of writing one email at a time? Give your tool a full list of prospects. It will write personalized outreach for each one. Save them, organize them. Now you're scaling your outreach. Try this workflow and see your replies increase. One prompt, hours of work done. Instead of asking for one page, give it your offer, your audience, your brand. Have it build an entire lead generation website. From AI assistant to AI operator. And that is where the leverage comes from. Let me give you some real examples of what people are doing with this right now. Freelancers are building client websites and automation tools in a fraction of the time and selling them as monthly subscriptions. Solo operators are building internal tools, proposal generators, follow-up systems, onboarding workflows, things that used to require a developer. So the real question is not, can you code? The real question is, can you give clear instructions? Because that is all this requires: direction, context, and a clear goal. Now, let me be honest with you. Free is perfect for getting started, testing ideas, learning the system. But if you are doing client work or building something important, even $10 into OpenRouter will dramatically improve your experience. And if you scale, then you upgrade your tools. But first, prove it works. So here is what I want to leave you with. Claude Code is one of the most powerful tools available right now. And the setup I just showed you puts it in your hands for free. But tools do not make money. Execution does. And if you want the exact system for turning this into income, you can get my 14 Days to Freedom challenge. The link is on the screen right now. And if you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, I will send you all the prompts you need to start a one-person business. As always, I appreciate everyone who supports this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.